'Cause I want this.
Tell me
I
about
need the
this.
jungle background.
Jeez.
Now hit me with the queso.
All right, so we have 10 players here. One of these players, you guys know I'm obsessed with the name John Pierre. There are 4 John Pierres in the entirety of the lower and upper division. Which one of these 10 players is named John Pierre? John Pierre.
Oh gosh, I should know this because I've looked at a lot of the data. John Pierre. I did not memorize the John Pierres. I
Chris
think it's
Luck
somebody
is
on
at John
Latam
Pierre.
Defenders,
So
and I think it's Latam Defenders, and
You're right.
I'm pretty sure it's not Cuckahook. I think it's Moonlight.
that is a good
He's
guess.
from Chile. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Nanana. Is it Nanana?
It is
Oh,
Aretes.
It's not Nanana.
Jean Pierre
the support.
Rivera.
Aretes. Was that necklace, earrings?
Yeah, I think you
Earrings.
actually said that. Yeah. That
Wow, I'm
he
just
used
looking
to
over,
wear rings, right?
Something like that.
I'm looking
Somebody
over
made fun of him at a LAN and it stuck.
some of the alternate IDs, and Mr. Sueno, as he's also known as on the Latam Defenders, aka Na, also has gone by Lucifer Morningstar from the DC Comics.
Wow.
Well, that's a pretty good one. That's a handle and a half.
That's good.
All right, guys. Can I
Okay.
remind you of something? So we see the Cotto band there on the Latam Defender side. I hear that is sometimes first phase band, but against Unknown specifically, you do want to take that bad boy out because they are the second team, or the first team, that ran that Zeus Cotto that we saw yesterday. So
But
yeah,
you just pick Bat Rider here if you're unknown.
I
Can you
think
convince
it
me to
is a
pick anything
pretty
else?
good pick. Yes. There you go.
Oh,
wow.
Ziori's off to a good start.
I tell you, once Ari gets past week 3, he gets in there.
I might have lost 2 pubs this morning, but when I see a Bat Rider, I know it's a Bat Rider, Trent. Are you ready for the anti-mages today, buddy? I'm going to call these
no.
Cuckahook heroes, okay? They're saving these Cuckahook picks for... I'm all over.
Okay. You're
Like
in there.
tighty whities. Got it covered.
All right, well, Unknown, they have first pick out of this phase, so ideally, you're probably taking a 5 since you already know there's a Mars, and I already know what's coming. All right, do you know what's coming?
Oh my gosh, are they going to ban Phoenix?
No, it's, well, yes, but I mean the pick for Unknown. they're probably going to pick Undying. Just, I want you to be ready for that.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, thanks for prepping me. Now I've got
Yeah.
a few bans to brace myself.
All right, can I remind you of something though, Trent?
Please
Aretes,
do.
He played Viper 5 in the past, and
Oh, yeah, I remember that. The
it
Viper
is
5.
pretty good versus Mars actually.
But they have the Mars.
10 seconds.
Well, wait, didn't you mean Unknown was gonna pick Undying?
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
So
Did you say Aretes picked the Viper, though?
Yeah. Oh,
Aretes.
sorry. Okay, GG.
Get yourself all
Bowie turned his
mixed up
brain
there,
into a
Bowie.
pretzel in the first game. Oh, man. It's going to be a long day, buddy.
Oh,
He's just
boy.
getting sorted, that's all.
I see.
I guess we're gonna see the Undying then. No Viper, man.
Grimstroke. Very good Grimstroke ban.
Yeah, they played me Greenstroke on Unknown. And also, Yadami did play a couple of games. Actually, Yadami, I was looking at his hero pool in the tournament. He is probably the most versatile position 5. He played Puck 5, Mars 5, Inch 5, Green 5, and Cotto. So
Damn. That's
Pretty-
impressive. Maybe he won't play Undying then. Maybe he'll play good heroes.
yeah, that's what I think. Like Cotto and Grim are banned though, and I don't think this is a good Inch. Mars is already picked up. There is Puck though.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's be real. It's probably going to be Undying. I actually think it's still really good. I hate to break it to us.
I guess Marana is banned, right? So there's some value on the Undying pick. Actually, first phase ban. That is odd.
I've seen a number of teams first phaser, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do. It's just it feels weird.
yeah, that hero is like. It seems like she's extra strong if you prioritize her with arrow setups, and like at the pro level like this, it does feel like some games she can kind of take over by landing really pretty easy arrows because there's just so much stun to set it up for her.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of get it. The hero can be really irritating to play against.
We're getting rid of a lot of the ones. The one that sticks out to me right now is Ricky.
Oh,
Ricky and...
All right, Trent. I'm ready for an early call. Cuckahook's playing Weaver this game.
Okay. Also still in there. Lots of Weavers lately. My goodness. They're all over North America. I think they had like 4 Weavers last night or something.
He might also pick
there it
Jug.
is. The Nature's Prophet ban.
Jug's my runner-up.
It's coming.
Okay, all right, they take the Jug. There you go.
Okay.
It's coming, dude. Undying's on his way. Maybe not. They could go for a kill lane with the Jug rather than Undying.
I would like that a little more. I want a Witch Doctor-esque hero.
10 seconds.
That's the thing. He's so hard to replicate.
Something like Grim. You know, those are. I like both those. They're not available, but something in that kind of realm, like a Rubik. I'd be okay with the 5 Rubik. I know they won't pick it. They're not liquid.
I think Maiden is looking pretty good. Gareth actually mentioned it. I think
For unknown. Yeah, I'm cool.
you do have the
Alright.
Jinx on your side, so you're not really that afraid of anything right now.
I'm into it.
She's what you'd pick in a pub right now for sure. You got a Jug on your team. You don't feel like playing Undying because Undying's kind of hard to make work some games.
So what
A
is
little bit
Latam
of bonus
thinking
damage.
here?
The Phoenix.
4.
Phoenix is pretty tempting, I would say. Hopefully not Legion and Mars 4.
Against
Yeah,
Nyx,
still an
though,
Earth Spirit also.
Nyx and Jug, I think Phoenix lose a lot of value against Healing
Oh,
Ward,
yeah, that's
right?
true. I wasn't even looking at the enemy team. I was just thinking in a vacuum of Mars. Whoops. Willow, I guess, is a little bit better in that regard.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind Willow.
Earth Spirit. Oh, there he is. The other way. It's Rubik.
Interesting. I like it, actually. Can do a lot of good stuff. Blade
It's
Fury
fine.
and Healing Ward. Firefly is pretty good.
With the Ursa ban and then into the Jug pick, I think they did want Phoenix. I think you're right that just totally set them off. They were just like, yeah, it's not worth. Just went back for something a little better. Feels pretty hard to get kills. Now I like to see him even more, though, because like this isn't that strong of a lane. Like Rubik,
I mean,
Mars.
doesn't this Rubik pick, though, really make you think Weaver Trent? Because now they didn't want them to get the Rubik, and Rubik has good steals against Weaver?
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to Rubik 5.
It's all on. Hey, they could. They could nix 5, though, right, with a Jug?
Yes,
versus
it
Mars
was
Rubik,
done.
it's possible, but
It was done in the past, yes.
Yeah.
Team pick.
Oh,
There
I
you go,
love
Phoenix.
this. This is good.
Double heals. Yeah, the double percentage heal is nasty. You always have potential to turn team fights. This is solid.
All right, so
This is good
This
stuff.
is perfect. They know that Weaver is like okay, and it's a Cuckahook hero,
10
but you're
seconds
against
remaining.
Nyx Assassin, which is not a good matchup, and you're against Batrider. So you're like,
seconds
oh,
remaining.
maybe we can destroy the egg with Weaver. We can also disengage from the egg, but I think it's a debate picking Weaver here. I'm not sure I like it that much. Is Troll banned?
yeah,
It is.
yeah,
banned.
he's gone.
Troll is banned.
I mean, there's still
Limited
Sven.
on ones.
I think PL might be the pick here.
Yeah, PL Phoenix,
PL does
PL
look good.
Bat. Yeah,
Oh, Bowie.
Nice.
Damn it.
yeah, that's a good
All
one.
right. I agree, though. I think the PL looks very nice here. He wanted Weaver, though. Mark my words. He threw Weaver into the mix.
And then
It was discussed.
Guys,
could use-
can
I think-
remaining.
what?
Can I share something with you guys?
Oh, please.
I know I only have
Okay.
one thumb left, so I know it's a meme already, but take me seriously here. Our boy Sueno, he loves the visage, he loves the different, the flamboyant. He played 5 games of mid Sand King. All right, and it's really good versus Juggernaut, because you can initiate. If you look at heroes that counter Juggernaut, you have Shaman, you have Lion, because they have that instant stun. And Sand King comes pretty close. The matchup Sand King
5
versus
seconds
Jug is
remaining.
actually Sand King favored. So there is a chance in a BO3 that mid Sand King is played. That's all I'm gonna say. And they also have the next pick. Sand King is a counter to Phantom Lancer. That's it. I know my thumb could be on the line. I know Theban is smiling right now, but that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. It's not terrible. I mean, I'm
He-
accidentally stuck on one of their profile pictures right now from watching a replay, and they are clicking some strength heroes, including they have their mouse right over where Sand King is.
Oh
It
boy,
could happen.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The mouse is literally on Sand King. I even checked the heroes tab just to make sure.
This is gonna
Gotta
be my
love the
moment,
bugged
guys.
replays.
5
But now
Alright.
it's moved back to the center of the screen. Oh no. Oh Bowie.
Oh, no. It's a
It-
really
it might be
interesting
one of the
thought.
players on unknown too. I can't guarantee whose mouse I'm on. Oh wait,
Oh, I see.
they're moving to Agi now.
Oh,
I mean,
So if you guys
Medusa's
never had this
in.
happen to you, if you go into Dota TV, if you're watching a replay before the game, like I usually am. Oh yeah, no, that was it. It
Okay.
was his mouse. He went right to Tide actually.
So this
There you
is
go.
either mid-Mars or mid-Tide, right? We saw both.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Lots of
Probably
wombo
mid
combo.
Mars, more likely. Yeah, some big team fight around this PL.
It's another,
10
like, I guess,
seconds
Phantomancer
remaining.
counter, quote-unquote. It's really good in lane versus Phantomancer.
5
Later on, he
seconds
just drains
remaining.
the Tide mana. It's not that good, but...
Isn't this bat just gonna like crush mid now though?
I think so.
No. No, this is mid-Tide, right? Because you have the Dispel. That's what you gotta do.
It's
You
does that
don't
even
die to a
matter?
Batrider. Yeah, it does. It does, because you don't have the... Wow, wait, what? Is this Senki?
Are they gonna go mid syncing
Nah.
against Tide?
Nah, they're not. I almost got it, though.
Almost.
So yeah,
Almost.
mid-Tide Hunter, you do not die to Batrider if you have Stick.
I guess you don't die, but is it like good? I feel like isn't the bat just free
Doesn't he? Yeah, he still gets.
Yeah,
to stack
but Bat
camps
is
and-
always free, right? Like
for the most part? Yeah.
not against. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
I thought Queen actually looked kind of good.
it is okay, but you're against Nyx, and I don't know. Tide has a stun. Queen doesn't have a stun. They were kind of lacking on stuns.
It's true.
I'm excited to see this. Tide Hunter, I've seen him mostly do well against melee heroes mid. The Kraken Shell versus Bat is interesting. I'm a little nervous for Latam defenders, though, I think.
I think you're just rush pipe on this Tide Hunter, and it's actually really hard for them to take fights. Because you could play the Tide off lane or the Mars middle, but Tide is kind of like Batrider, right? He can farm ancient stacks, he can farm... He gets his items, and I think once they have pipe, they can actually fight pretty well against Unknown.
Well, I like the Sand King. That's for sure. I'm into that. That's
it's
a
really
quality
good
hero.
last pick.
Okay.
I'm
Well, then.
definitely going for Unknown. I think their draft just looks way better. I don't like this double melee. Well, in the end, triple melee core. But at least PL has options versus the bat. I think I'd way rather have Unknown's team.
I want
All right.
Unknown to win, but this is going to be a 3-game series, so I'm going to go with Latam defenders here because I want to believe in the mid-Tide Hunter. It's so cool.
Bowie going big per usual. Gary, you're up, pal. What do you got here for game number 1? Are you primed and prepared?
Yeah, I was going into my mind palace trying to remember what I'd seen before because Tide against Bat is something we've discussed previously, and it came up in the Beast Coast against Thunder Predator series. It didn't go well for the Tide, did it, Theban?
Yeah, it really didn't. This is a very interesting game. I think maybe the Tide Hunter will do a little bit better this time around. We got a little bit more information. I'm sure these guys watched those series because it was like the big teams, right? Playing against one another. Who was that? It was
Beast Coast
Leo
Thunder-
Stahl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leo Stahl
Oh, no, sorry,
versus
Chris Luck.
Chris Luck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris Luck,
right. Yeah. It was actually okay though, right? I think the bat just killed him one time, but then later he just came back right into it and was really farmed. Went that Desolator build. They just couldn't really execute the game.
Yeah, it wasn't atrocious like you'd expect from a melee hero against Bat, right? He's one of the few that can do okay. I guess you're right. It's more about that timing of your farm that you've got to actually go and be the big bully on the map. And he's also got that Mars along with him. And yeah, all eyes on Beast Coast, I'm pretty sure, watching all those replays to see what they're up to. As we all get ourselves a bounty rune contest on both sides of the map. PL trying to get in there under Drakeel Sanking, gets it. Cockhook, the faster clicker. And Valky with the Adomi battling on the southern side of the map. And chasing that Nyx Assassin around. We end up with a 3-for-1. Latam defenders coming out on top slightly with the bounty runes. And lane setup-wise, Juggernaut down bot up against this Mars and Rubik lane. Nyx Assassin, the POS 5 down there. How does he do against the Rubik in that regen trading battle? Because he's got pretty high base regen.
Yeah, it should be okay for the Nyx Assassin, I think. We might see him go for the mana burn, because he can't really get like an easy spike carapace on these heroes anyway. On level 2, so we'll see. I think once you get mana burn, you just burn the Rubik's mana. He's got boots only. He's going to be pretty sad, just sitting there right-clicking for 50 damage. Not going to be too much.
Yeah, losing out on your Fade Bolt.
Yeah.
Bad feel for the old Rubik. And nice to see Yodomi really slotting into the POS 5 role, bringing out a salve all ready to that lane for his carry.
This is what you do anyway with like these melee guys. Just keep pumping salves into your carry, man. And they're gonna be very happy.
Keep them in lane. Keep them last hitting. I think
because you can't really provide much else as a melee support anyway, except for using your body and providing regen for your carry.
Yeah, like they're kind of ignoring the Nyx right now, just clicking into Burner's Jug. Already forcing that healing ward at level 2. But I think now might be a time to take a little look into that mid lane. Tidehunter 8 and 2. He was slamming this lane against the Bat Rider, and he's got another full wave coming into him. Bat recovering a little bit. But so far, so good for Na. As up top, the Maledict on the Sand King. It's going to drop him reasonably low, and he's going to have to wait for the salve to come out. Only tangos on him and the Phoenix. So Cuckahook's Phantom Lancer gets pretty much free reign in that top lane. And SK and Phoenix, though, they offer a lot of damage. And they've already got that sentry out. So under the Sandstorm, Drakeel looks pretty happy. And there's the first blood, Bat Rider.
Yep.
Straight on top of that Tidehunter. That just happened.
He doesn't have Kraken Shell. He went for Gush and 2 levels in Anchor Smash.
And 11-1 charges.
Yeah.
More spear on the Nyx. Yadomi, he's taking a beating, but he turns with a good stun back onto the Mars. Still have that salve to give over to Burner, and this early healing ward's real nice for him as well.
I mean, it's gonna help both of these guys, right? The Nyx's HP pool is really hard to go through, so healing ward level 2, not going for the blade dance. They're just playing this lane for the XP, and that's exactly what you gotta do in these hard lane situations. And you have like a greedy position 5.
Is there a point at which they're like aiming for to actually maybe bully the Mars and Rubik out of lane, or is it like you say, literally just sitting here and getting Juggernaut farm and experience?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Just sit there, get farm. At some point, the Mars or the Rubik is probably gonna run into the tower, maybe tank a few tower shots, or they get low enough. That's the time you're gonna commit to a kill. But other than that, you don't want to be using all your mana and just keep running at them, because that's what Mars and Rubik want from you.
Then you're going to have that key moment at, just before 4 minutes, right? Like 3:40, where supports are going to be looking for those runes.
Oh, yeah. You're learning, Gary. You're learning. I see you,
mid lane.
buddy.
Is Tide okay? Oh, he's got Kraken Shell now. Robo Z just keeping the stacks going on him, though. Finally dispelled off.
Tide. It's as if he was supposed to skill Kraken Shell at level 2 against his hero.
Yeah, it would have been a good idea.
Yeah, he skipped it on 2 and 3. Like, what's the purpose of the Tide mid if you're not gonna get it, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting decision. I mean, he's still 22 and 4. He's still doing really well on the old CS.
Oh, he's beasting, but giving away first blood, that's a lot of gold.
Sand King. They saw him. Fairy Fire's not going to be enough here. 50 HP is going to pop to that last tick. As Phoenix does come in towards the mid lane, and they kill the Tidehunter. There's the rotation in from both Radiant supports around the 4-minute rune. Phoenix was forced to pick up the illusion, though.
Yeah, he was. That's okay, though. You get the kill, but Yadomi did kill steal that.
Just a right click. Take the kill.
No, he just threw out a stun on like a 50 HP Tidehunter. Just let him get killed by the bat. You know how amazing a Bat Rider with like a 8 or 9 minute boost of travels is? Because that's the rate he would have been farming at if he got that kill.
Well, he's looking pretty stacked already. Like Bottle, Null, Sage's Mask. He would love for a support to die and come into his lane, but bounty runes are spawning, so Yadomi's Nyx moving up to that high ground, realizing the tide is there.
He also shoves the lane out on bat to get that other bounty. Tidehunter, he might have to just, stay mid. You won't be able to move too much this game. Juggernaut, not a hero that you're going to be able to gank as a Tide. Sanking top.
Yeah, that Phantom Lancer. He's got Doppelganger and a couple of one charges, gets himself over the trees, but the dive forward with another Fiery Spirit. He's got Wand, so he'll still be fine. And Aretes, no salve.
Yep.
He's going to have to sit under the tower with a Ring of Regen.
Oh, yeah, here, he buys the salve after the PL's already low and needs it.
And now he's kind of stuck under that tower with a catapult wave coming in. Right, Sand King wants to go and put a bit more pressure on him. He could leave that little creep camp. Maybe get a bit of a dive going. Yeah, but Bowie's pinged it out. I saw that, and I was about to come back to it. But the action top takes precedent, unfortunately. Aretes under the Sandstorm. Going to just get clicked down by Widge and Drakeel. He might snipe the Courier before dying. Now it turns flying, but the tower hit. There we go. Courier falls. something out of nothing. Well, mid lane, they are rotating in onto the Batrider, dragging back into the Tide, who has Ravage. Firefly and the Fairy Fire, and Robo Z, he's getting to the high ground, and they've got him.
Ooh.
Out of there. Nyx Assassin saves the day.
Wow, that's so unfortunate. Rubik
Dire team
uphill
killed the
miss,
Phoenix.
one shot.
Man, PL's so close to dead. Sorry, Theban, but they kill off that
All
Phoenix
good.
as they dive super hard.
Yep. There's just fighting everywhere on this map.
So yeah, Wraithband
Got a hood now, too.
on the Tide Hunter.
Yeah.
Against the Batrider?
Yeah, that's a real awkward one. I'm not gonna lie here, Gary. I really can't justify the Wraith ban against a bat. I think you're just supposed to skip these items, go for whatever gives you more HP, so you have like more HP to work with your Kraken Shell. And that's how you make it so the Batrider can't really lane you.
Yeah, it's an odd one. And he's getting Fireflied again. Kraken Shell is going to pop in a sec, gets the sticky napalm off, but now the lasso comes and drags him straight back through the Firefly. Na with no one charge is going to die yet again in that mid lane. 0-3.
The level 1 Kraken Shell, it's what happens. It's popped at 600, you only have like 1,180. You know, if he's already low enough, you get it to pop once, you can lasso him, do enough damage, and just stay on top of him with the Firefly. Sankin also died top to the Witch Doctor and the Rubik coming through from the fog. They got the Maledict. He tried to stun in, make some pressure with the Nyx and the Phoenix, and it worked against him.
Just a constant feeling that the Dire team are trying to put out fires wherever they started, like top lane. Alleviate that pressure from the PL by trying to kill off the Sand King. He's got that nice bit of Sunray, and they burn through Arete's Witch Doctor, so the three heroes unable to kill the Sand King and losing one of their own. They might even take down the Rubik with a nice little dive from the Phoenix. There we go. Don't know if you needed the Burrow Strike, but it was there for a nice flashy play. It might be regretting it now, though, as the PL chases him. Another Lance in a couple of seconds. Good body blocks. Phoenix keeps him at bay, but the Phantom Rush there under the Sandstorm. Another Burrow with a Soul Ring. They could go for him, but I don't think they've got quite enough damage. And with the respawning Witch Doctor there, Sand King's just going to sit tight. I guess Mars isn't too bothered about being left alone. He's still farming pretty damn well against the Juggernaut in a 1v1. Epicenter top, Drakeel misses the stun, still on top of the Witch Doctor. He doesn't have mana for a Sandstorm though, as it does come up off cooldown. They're aiming for the Phoenix, who's going to dive back down south. And Tidehunter's rotation, it does get them a kill, but again, it's a lot of commitment into that top lane.
It's good though, because the Tidehunter can't really play into any of the other lanes. He still has a Ravage. He wants to build some kind of a momentum for his team, understanding that his Ravage is the strongest spell on the map right now.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh, yeah, you can't go and try and ravage the Jugs. He'll go dive for the Phoenix instead, knowing he was stuck in the trees without a dive. Sand King's TPing back up here with Batrider lurking in the shadows. 12 one charges on Tide, and again, you know, that Ravage you've mentioned as he throws it out. Maledict Sand King stunned up with a cask. Still under the Sandstorm, and a two-man Burrow Strike's beautifully done. And the Jugs rotation. Drakeel getting a double kill, and they've lassoed up the Phantom Lancer. Coco Hook's also going to die in that top lane. What a tragedy for them. They're going to go for the Tide.
Team in a
They're still
really
chasing
awkward
Tide.
position.
Like, Nyx has tracked it back. They boosted travel TP, the DD Batrider into mid. They don't have lasso here. I guess it's a difficult kill still with 7-1 charges. Pops out of the stun with a Kraken Shell. Going into the tier 1. You're right, 2 seconds for the Firefly, but they do give up as Witch Doctor TP's in.
Stop the advance. That was a huge problem there, because the Tidehunter just dove into behind the tier 1 tower.
I'll take that as tribute.
He should just settled for whatever was in front of him. You got a Batrider there too with the Sand King.
There's a hasted bat. He is inside the arena now, though, as they'll kill off the Witch Doctor first. This Sunray doing some pretty good work, but the Maledict's going to take down Robo Z in the end. There's a Supernova. Good damage. Nyx, do you have a stun? You do. All ready to go on that Mars. And Vendettaing forward. Or if he can get on top of that Tidehunter, might just die in one shot, but dusted up, has the Vendetta stolen. And Rubik knows exactly where he is for the one-hit kill. Whew.
Oh, that damage. It's pure damage, right? So,
yeah.
Heroes below 300 HP. I mean, why does it do 300 pure damage? It's just so much. It's absolutely incredible. But yeah, I think that fight was so much in favor of Latam defenders in the end there, though, with the Batrider going in, dying to the arena. See, this is the Dota physics that doesn't make any sense, Gary. Batrider can't Firefly over the arena, but Ursa with his tiny little eggs I mean eggs.
Legs.
With tiny little legs, can hop over it.
Dire's bottom
Yeah,
tower
that's
is
true.
under attack.
Like, it makes perfect sense when, you know, tiny tosses and you spear someone and they go flying over. Like, sure, that makes sense somewhat.
Yep.
You make a good point about Firefly. Maybe he'll get a rework.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What's Burner up to? The old Juggernaut. Maelstrom's nearly completed, top of the CS and top of the net worth at 5,000. Had a pretty clear game. Interesting smoke coming in here from the 3 members of Latam defenders. They want to kill his Sanking off over and over again, it looks like. Keep rotating into his lane, delay that blink dagger. SK thinks he's a pretty good hero sitting in front of that tier 1, clearing out waves. And his big body has quelled the push for now, but will they rotate in to save him? One hero comes,
Nyx is
Yodomi
tipping
Nyx.
in.
Vendetta
I don't like
up.
this. They should not. They should not.
Oh, the burrow
No,
through the
they're
spear.
chipping in.
They throw the arena down. Mars is dropping incredibly low. They get the Ravage off. Mars, Valkyrie trying to get out of there. The tower hits the bottle through it. Still dies. Tidehunter slaps down the next assassin as the Batrider does clear up in the back. Kills off the Rubik. Moonlight's gone. Do they have a lasso, a stun? They do. Catch him. The Kraken Shell pops it, but still going to get burnt alive by that Sunray and Firefly. A 4 for 2 in the end. Wow.
Yep. They dove straight into that sandstorm, and this Batrider with a Arcane Rune TP'd in. You know how strong a Batrider with the Arcane Rune is?
Incredible.
That is... that's impossible to fight into, okay? He's throwing out napalms every 2 seconds. Firefly is pretty much permanently
Dire's bottom
on.
tower is under attack.
And that Tidehunter, he stood no chance. I mean, he did what he thought was the right move, going from the back, getting the Ravage off, but they didn't get the Phoenix, they didn't get the Batrider in the Ravage, so it didn't really matter in the end. And these 2 supports, they're really struggling on the side of Latam defenders. They can't seem to get into the fight and just stay alive against the Sanking and the Bat so far.
Yeah, it feels like they both simultaneously want to stay behind, wait for the Tide and Mars to make the move, but at the same time also go in and try and catch people. Sanking with some really great burrow strikes, like landing these 2-man burrows over and over again. Like, credit to him, but also Rubik and Witch Doctor got to think about their positioning. But I guess the game plan so far from Latam defenders has been create space for Cuckahook at all costs. Get this PL to his hood, his diffusal blade, and then we'll feel reasonably strong. But you've also got to look at the flip side of the coin. Juggernaut with that Maelstrom. He could potentially handle this Phantom Lancer once we get into that mid-game skirmish timing.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Wait, hang on a second. What's Juggernaut buying? He's TP in bottom lane. We'll look at his item decisions in a second. He spins. Stolen out by the Rubik. Batrider's coming from the northern side. Trying to collapse around these 3 dire heroes. A good arena with the God's Rebuke and Spear, catching the bat, the supernova. In the middle of it all, they've taken down the Witch Doctor, focusing the egg, trying to bring it down. Is it enough? Not quite. Witch survives.
They see the Tide
And
too?
again, it's a tragedy for the Latam defenders. Tide tries to turn and gush, but he's surrounded by every single hero. 5 here from Team Unknown. And again, chasing them down as they'll look to claim this tier 1.
Oh man, Unknown are just completely punishing them for these bottom takes without the Phantom Lancer. If PL is there, I think that's completely different, right? PL has a hood, can go onto the Batrider. If the egg comes out, can chase down the egg, kill the egg. But without the PL, just going down there with 4 versus 5, Juggernaut TPing in first, baiting out Latin defender heroes. He knows he's safe with the Blade Fury. Wait, did you say? Oh, okay. Now he bought a Yasha. He did not buy a Dragonlance, Gary. Don't
He had
worry.
it queued. I was
Don't worry.
really...
I know. That's what you wanted to talk about. It's okay.
He
Everything
queued
is
it up
safe.
for the Band of Elven skin. That's what he queued it up for.
Yeah. If maybe this was in versus carry player. What was his name again? I can't remember his name. Maybe if it was him, he would have bought. He would have bought it.
Lance Jug.
No.
Well, attempted go on the mid lane, spends the lasso. They couldn't bring that Mars across the river to the other high ground. And a lot of heroes here grouped up. The battle of the mid lane begins. This gives a lot of space though to Phoenix. He gets to shove that entire
Parker.
wave
There
out
we
top.
go.
Parker, yeah.
Dino got us. Yep. If that was Parker Juggernaut, maybe we would have seen a Dragonlance on it.
Smoke
Phoenix,
up onto the Phoenix.
Finally.
Yeah, they'll spend a couple of spells on him. Phoenix with that Meteor Hammer just taking it one wave too far. The greed got to him.
They didn't even hesitate to use that arena there. I don't even know they needed it. They just want to get a fast kill, I guess. Don't let any shenanigans happen.
Yeah, and I guess it's not like it's a reasonably long cooldown, but it's not a super long one like Ravage, I guess. I'll be back up in about a minute. Still up at that top lane, and Nyx walks straight under a sentry. Another immediate kill for them as Phantom Lancer in the mid lane. He's chasing on the bat, burning all of his mana with that Diffusal Blade, actually forcing a TP home.
BKB now. Yep, he just wanted to go back and pick up his BKB anyway. And now, if you thought the fights were already hard for Unknown,
Oh, the PL?
get ready.
The burrow into Epi? Cocohook doesn't have Doppelganger. They're gonna get him here. The Epicenter takes him down. The Supernova in the back, completely uncontested. Tide has Ravage, but it's an awkward fight as that Meteor Hammer, doesn't quite land on the Mars. The Death Ward will take down Widge with the Maledict, but in comes the Omni Slash, bouncing with the Maelstrom Strikes. Burner into a creep wave, in fact. So missing out on a kill on Tide Hunter. And Batrider might be out of position now, but he's got a BKB to sprint forward aggressively. Over the top of the Witch Doctor, in with a lasso onto that Mars. Drag him back into the Juggernaut, but the spear, pretty good one there. Burner, Ravage with the Maledicts on him. Great execution for the Latam defenders.
Nice stolen lasso there too.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great execution from Latam defenders, but also a poor execution from Unknown after the PL kill. The Phoenix dove in with the Meteor Hammer, landed back at the tower, solo died to the Witch Doctor pretty much. And then the Juggernaut going in with the Omni Slash on a Creep Wave and on Tidehunter? At this stage in the game? No, you cannot.
Top tower is under attack.
Some questionable decisions.
You cannot be doing that. Yeah. I mean, that was a huge fight for Latin defenders, although they did lose to Phantom Lancer. The other heroes did get quite a lot of XP and gold from it. That being said, we still have 3 of Unknown's cores still at the top of the net worth. I don't think they're going to be too phased about this. Might see Juggernaut farm up another item first, though.
Tide is like nearly getting soloed by the 2 supports. Nyx and Phoenix take him down to like 30% HP, and Drakeel's come in.
He's dead.
Yule's into stun. Under that Sandstorm, he got the Arcane Rune, but he is dead to the double Impale. The 2 bugs go to work.
Yeah, you got the Nyx pure damage, and you got the Phoenix percentage-based damage off the Sunray. Tidehunter doesn't have a cloak or anything, so he's going to be taking a lot against these spells. Sacking his Sandstorm as well.
Batrider Boots of Travel, he's anywhere and everywhere on the map too. Phantom Lancer currently farming under a ward. He's a big bad bat.
Honestly, I kind of enjoy like this Batrider kind of playstyle way more than when we used to see the whole
Blink
rush
Force.
blink, rush force, yeah. Because it just felt so one-dimensional before, you know? Now you see the bat, you know, he kind of like uses napalm, he fireflies around, does some cool damage, some annoying stuff, and then just takes a fight only when it's suitable. Instead before it's like, okay, Batrider, go start the fight. That's it. Your job's done.
Yeah, it's like, hope your enemies show that one hero that you desperately want to kill. Because it's much less... Like, Blink Dagger Force is like a pretty hefty investment into aggression, right? Investment into
without
pickoffs.
stats too. Without like HP stats, especially.
Yeah, this build is so much nicer. Well, the Dire tried to deward that high ground area near the triangle. Unfortunately can't, and here comes the Epicenter. Impale, Epi, Burrow on the Tide and the Rubik. The Mars Arena's there, but Nana has already been shredded. Didn't get the Ravage off, and Valkyrie's going to follow him into the grave. Batrider onto the Shadow Amulet. Witch Doctor will find the 4th kill of the fight. And again...
Mjolnir Jug. That was a lot of damage too. The Tidehunter just absolutely melted in the Sanking Epi and the Omni Slash.
It's high ground time, 20 minutes in, on the dot. Meteor Hammer from that Phoenix, helping out bring down these buildings. And it's another fight where the PL decided not to join in.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't do anything there. That was not a fight that he's supposed to be at, that's for sure. I think his team just made a huge blunder in the way that they were defending, especially without vision on the high ground.
I know exactly where that PL is. I love this, where Drakeel and Widge are kind of hanging around bottom, waiting for the PL to TP down to the triangle, playing around their vision. And Jug's able just to shove the wave, knowing that Phantom Lancer doesn't really want to come into lane to farm against him. So they should have a pretty good idea that he's in that top Dire jungle. Well, Radiant Obs Ward bot has been attacked by a catapult. Sand King's there to defend it under a sentry. Latam defenders bringing everyone down there. And Drakeel just going to join up with the rest of his squad. Back into mid, connect with the Jug. And Roshan is alive. Is this a risk worth taking without winning a team fight first?
Probably not with the Tidehunter Ravage up, and I think PL is also hitting some timings, and they might want to fight you. You also don't have Omni Slash here, so this is an extremely risky Roshan. I mean, you can totally throw the game right now, so they just back off from it. They understand that this Juggernaut is not in a fighting shape, even if he has the Axe Shard.
Well, they're going to get the pick on Nyx mid. Tries to get back up to high ground. He's dusted, though. They've got the reveal they need. Phoenix, the Sunray, tries to give him a bit of heal. Nowhere near enough, and now it's Latam defenders who are going to pressure that tier 1. Got to be careful, though. Like, Nyx pos 5, he's going to have buyback. And if you go too hard, you're going to be still in a 5v5, which you're probably not favored in. So some pretty good discipline from both sides there. Radiant retreating from Roche Pit. Dire retreating from that mid-tier 1 tower. A hasted bat, though. That is a nightmare for the Latam defenders.
Now they can go back into a pit with the Omni Slash being up. No problem.
Yeah, nice placement with the healing ward, too. Over the other side of the wall. Spear on the Jug. And they're contemplating going for it. Where's the Sand King? I hear him pumping the epicenter. There he is. Doesn't get the 2-man burrow, but the Witch Doctor and the Rubik, they're going to get zoned out of here super hard. Supernova with the Jug chasing Valkyrie. Burner gets the Slay on the Mars. And now Tidehunter's wondering what the hell he needs to do to win a fight. Can't Ravage, can't battle, burnt alive. We've got some roasted watermelon. Again, 3 heroes with no casualties on the Radiant side, and the Sand King and Bat Riders go on for more. 4 in a row as Drakeel's on a monster kill streak, and Roshan claimed by Burner. It's all the way for Unknown. We've seen a lot of these PL games, I feel, where he's kind of waiting for that next item. When am I strong? Am I ready yet? Can I fight?
Exactly, and the thing for that is because he didn't fight early enough. It's not about really waiting for the item, but it's about utilizing your first items to create some kind of an advantage for your team. We saw how Latin defenders went bottom so many times in this game just to try and pressure up that tower. And Unknown just brought 5 heroes to defend it, where Latin defenders didn't. And that's why we're in this position in this game right now.
Yeah, because it's that kind of platform that the PL needs to reach, and his first item, usually the nice little trampoline, he jumps up, get to that next item, get into the team fights. If you don't use that trampoline, you're just falling flat on your face.
Yeah, he also went for this hood, which makes him quite tanky. I think he can provide a lot of damage in the engagements too early on. Just didn't utilize it, and Latin defenders, maybe they were just rushing too a little bit with the plays that they wanted to make if the PL didn't want to join. Just have to be a little bit more patient too.
Big fan of what this Sand King has queued up. He's already got the Crimson Guard. Love that.
It's
Radiance.
good, it's good.
Oh, yes.
Hard counter
They're
to
going
the
to find
PL.
a catch on Witch Doctor. Juggernaut gets speared up. Let's see, can they chain disable him with a Ravage or anything? They've got it. The stun from the Rubik finds the Aegis kill. They've lost the Witch Doctor, though. They've got Arena, they've got Ravage. They're trying to hold this high ground as PL goes on the bat. He's got BKB to go. Moves on to the Tide as the epicenter. Burrow onto the Phantom Lancer. Has Doppelganger, but he's lassoed up, so can't get it off. Juggernaut and that Nyx Assassin slice him apart, and Tidehunter now yulesed up. Even with a great impale and the control from Moonlight's Rubik, it's all over for Na. This bat even has a static charge Mjolnir on him, so he can run straight into the fight. And again, it's just nobody lost by Team Unknown. Back up to high ground and keep this momentum going.
They just kind of concede this set of racks. Not much you can really do from this position. Just wait for your heroes to be alive again. Maybe get the Ravage.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, Shadow Hammer the Witch Doctor's hiding behind his tier 4s. Wait for them to push a little deeper. Give them this set of barracks. There's no way you're defending it. But now they swing down to bottom. You know, Jug doesn't have Aegis anymore. Healing Ward is going to expire in about 5 seconds. And this could be their moment. Nice bit of vision, though, from the Phoenix. High ground obs, sentries there. Trying to chain stun the Jug. Got a good amount of damage on him. The Ravage connecting onto the rest of Unknown. They've taken out Yodomi's Nyx, but it's
Jug's out,
hardcore retreat. Yeah, Juggernaut is fully out there while Drakeel's looking.
Sandking stun?
Low ground.
Boy.
Oh, he's got Sandstorm again. Do they have revealed? There's a sentry there, so he will die in the end, thanks to the spear. That's a godlike streak Drakeel had, actually. 700 gold towards Cocohook's PL.
Yeah, I think that was Rubik's Impale, right? Oh, yeah, they have an Impale too now on the Rubik. So it's very helpful that they have this extra stun available. They just need this PL to be able to go from the back, try to jump this Phoenix or Nyx, maybe force out like a really awkward egg, and they can fight off that. But for the time being, like, these supports on Unknown team is so hard to kill. You got Spike Carapace, you got Egg. Like, normally PL has like a really clear-cut target that he goes on, and he doesn't really have that this game.
Yeah, true. Who does he kill? I guess when the egg comes out, he's the primary one to focus the egg. If he even can. Oh, Nyx with an ether lens. Even more range on that stun. Smoking up with the bat. Start wandering down that mid lane. And Jug's getting ready for the top tier 2 push. He's shown on the map, but the stun comes from mid, out with the fog. Rubik super surprised. And Moonlight, he does have buyback. So if the Radiant want to keep going, they might force a fight here. Tidehunter trying to escape from the bat. He's glimmered up. Invis, the Witch Doctor. He's going to be the sacrifice to try and get the Tidehunter out of there. So Aretes is down, but with the Nyx catching the Tide, they're still going for him. Stacking up the sticky napalm. They pop out that pipe of Mars. Lasso the Mars, in fact. Tidehunter, do what you can, yeah? Omni Slash comes. No creeps in sight. He tries to get back to the wave, but Juggernaut's found him. And once more, we're in a situation where 4 heroes of Latam defenders die, and the Phantom Lancer is bottom lane farming.
I mean, this game is looking pretty toast. Unless they think that this top racks being alive, or tier 2 being alive top, they can still get one more fight. But from this position, it's pretty much impossible. This Juggernaut can solo your team, essentially, with one Omni Slash and a spin.
Yeah, he's got 18,000 net worth. Aghanims is going to be coming as well. His courier is at the... Yeah, it's at the secret shop, so it is going to be arriving in a second. And with a Meteor Hammer out of Phoenix, the buildings are dropping incredibly quickly. Juggernaut, he's stat padding a bit here. He's killing off all of the buildings. All the little ziggurats. Yeah, give me that. And how much do you get from them? I've never actually thought about it.
I really don't know. I remember in Dota 1, it was like 100 gold, maybe?
I thought I saw 80 pop up there.
Yeah, it's probably 80.
Dota 2 wiki buildings. Where's the gold value? Oh, it's too difficult to look for. I'll look after game. Potentially one last move by the Latam defenders. Trying to hold this high ground and looking to deward the area, but Radiant have that vision up on the top of the high ground. Witch Doctor finally gets rid of it. Nyx Assassin, he's scouted out the Tidehunter. Mars Arena and a spear. A little awkward there from Valky, and that Omni Slash. Oh, it's the Swift Slash, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's Juggernaut to take him down. It's a decent death ward with a Maledict onto the Bat Rider. Might kill off RoboZ here, fully channeled. He's going to try and TP home.
Go back to base.
Let's see if he can survive that one. The rest of his squad still pushing forward. RoboZ, he's going to survive, bottling up and regen from the fountain.
Buys raindrop.
Real nice stuff.
Nice raindrop. Yeah.
And he's got another Arcane Rune, by the way, so his Boots of Travel is ready in 3 seconds.
My god.
Like the 4th Arcane Rune he's had. Cruising through these team fights. And now we look for the last set of barracks. Unknown Spiderlegs Bat. That is a spooky sight. Bat plus Spider. No thank you. Epicenter in. Mars gone. I don't think we'll even see a proper team fight happen. It's getting picked apart one by one. Tide's alive in a sec. They've got a Ravage. No Arena. The Burrow Strike back with a Supernova there. Sand King's low, but they've shredded through Moonlight. And with the Omni Slash taking down the Tide one more time, it is GG. The game ends 43-17. Well, that was a handling by Unknown.
It really was. I mean, it all started with Juggernaut, and I can't even say Juggernaut because like he didn't really do much, but at the same time, because he was a Juggernaut, they didn't really have a lot of options to go to his lane and kill him. And a lot of that happened because the Tidehunter was underfarmed playing against Batrider middle, which shouldn't have happened, right? If Batrider doesn't get 2 or 3 kills on the Tide, and Tide makes rotations, and then Bat joins the fight, he's not going to be